Hello friends, how are you all? I hope so all are good and all things are also going good and well. So yesterday we will finish our all functions of parts of the plants. So today we will start with the parts of flower. Parts of flower. So as there are parts of plant, there are parts of flower also. So we will discuss all the parts of the plant. So now it's time to discuss the parts of flower. So yes, this is only stem, brown stem, or you can say leafless stem, with leaf stem, leaf with stem, and with flowers. So how can you recognize the plant, that which type, which flower, or you can say which plant is this, which flower on this will come, or which fruit will come on this plant? How will you recognize this thing? So by seeing this, you will not never recognize the which part of the which plant is this. By this also you will 50% you will recognize the plant by looking the stem and the leaves. But with flower you will recognize 100% surety that this plant is of rose, or which are flower or fruit you will want to give the name to this plant. Okay. So with leafless stem we can't recognize that which part of which plant is this. With leaf with stem we can 50% recognize that this plant of this type. With flowers we will recognize 100% that this type of flower or this type of flower fruit will come on that plant. So we will name that plant. So we will name that plant with surety. So I'm drawing this 3 types of stem only to understand that flower is the main important part of the plant to recognize the plant, that which plant is this, or you can say what is this. Okay. So flowers on, have you ever seen flower on grass, wheat, maize? Have you ever seen flower on this type of plants, or can herbs, shrubs, whatever they are? Have you ever seen flowers on grass? No. On wheat? Never. Maize? No. Mango or guava? Yes, on guava there are flowers. Yes, there are flowers on guava tree. You will see anywhere there is a guava tree, firstly flower will come and then fruit will come. So by fruit or flower we can recognize the plant. So yeah, we will start the topic of the flower, parts of flower. Yes, I look at here. These are the shuffle. My drawing is so poor, so please understand the concept only. Don't laugh on the drawing. Just feel the concept. I am trying my best to draw the same picture. These are the flower. This is the flower. And these are the leaf which are outside the flower. And these are the leaves which are present outside the flower. And this is the bud which is enclosed, or you can say petals which are not fully grown. They are now in the enclosed area and they are on the open. These are open, these are the closed. So these leaves are known as sepals. These leaves are known as sepals, and these flower leaves are known as, you can say, petals. These are the petals of the flower. Here they are enclosed, here they are closed, and here they are open. 2 categories are there, first and second. In first drawing, sepal and petal both are closed. Sepal and petals both are closed, or you can say it take 1 day to open all things, or you can say it is not completely fruitful. So in the second, it is open. These are the petals of the flower and these are the leaf which are around the flower, known as sepals. So these are petals and sepals. In first figure it is closed petals and closed sepals. In second figure it is open. These are the petals of the flower which are fully made, and these are the leaves of the flower which are around the flower, known as sepals. So clear to all of you what are the petals and what are the sepals. Petals are the leaves of the flower which we are broken, if we are having a flower for doing our time pass, we will break the leaves and throw it anywhere. This is totally wrong. Never pluck any flower, but I am giving example. What are you doing in your free time? And the sepals are the leaves which cover the petals of the flower. Sepals are that leaves which cover the petals of the flower, which protect the petals of the flower. So yes, what is the definition of sepals? Look at here. What are sepals? Small green leaf-like structure on the thalamus. Small green leaf-like structure on the thalamus. They protect the flower. Yes, look at here. They protect the flower from insect or anything. They protect the flower. Sepals always protect the flower. Sepals always protect the flower. And this is a green leaf-like structure. They are leaf-like structure on the thalamus. Thalamus is this thing. Hole known as thalamus. Okay. So different flowers have different petals of different color. Yes, rose have red. Sunflower has yellow. So different flowers has different colors of petals. No flower have the same color of petal. If color of flower is different, so petal is also different. Yes, because color of flower is only due to color of petals. So what is petals? Brightly colored leaf-like structure. They are bright in color and having a leaf-like structure present inside the sepal. This is present inside the sepal. Petals attract the insect and help in process of reproduction. Due to presence of petals, there are some seed inside this. There are seeds which are used in reproduction method. We will grow this seed and anywhere in the soil. So there is a new plant grow by watering on, which are the important nutrients of a plant in soil for growing. Clear? Petals attract the insects. Yes, petal attract the insects. Have you ever seen there are small insects, or you can say mosquitoes or flies seated on the petal of a flower? So they attract the insect. If there is a rose, if there is a sunflower, there are honey bees, or you can say what are the bees which attract the honey from the plants. So they attract the insects. Who will attract the insect? Sepal or petals? Petals will attract the insect. Never write the sepals. Petal will attract the insect and help in process of reproduction. So due to presence of petals, or you can say seeds inside the flower, there is a process of reproduction happens, and they are brightly colored leaf-like structure present inside the sepal. So in short, what can we say from these two diagrams? That sepal will protect the flower, and petals play a role in the reproduction and attract the insects. If sepal is not there, so petal will not protect by anyone, and any insect or anything can drop the petals and destroy the flower. Yes, without sepal, plant will look like this. So sepal will protect the petals, and petal will attract the insect and help in reproduction method. So clear to all of you? This is the closed figure, this is open figure. These both are sepal, these both are petals, enclosed in an open. 2 points are there, one is sepal and one is petal. So easy. Both are leaf-like structures. Both are in leaf-like structure. Sepals are green color and petals are brightly colored. Different flower, different color of petals. So color is not fixed in petal, but in sepal color is fixed. They are always green like leaf-like structure. So in sepal color is fixed, that is green. In petals it is brightly colored. No color is fixed, only brightly colored. In some flower they are red, some blue, yellow, all colors are there. Okay. So petals are different colors. Sepal have only one color, that is green. They protect the flower and they attract the insect and help in process of reproduction. Both parts are important for our flower. So have you cleared these things? Any doubt is there? Is there any doubt in this topic? No? Yes. So next part is there. So next part of flower is stamens, anther, filaments, pedicel. These are the next 4 parts of the flower. So let me discuss all these in the detail. Look at this picture. Firstly, look at this picture. Yeah, I know my drawing is so poor, so please don't mind. Just image that it is a flower. Image. Okay. Imagination is present in science. So imagination that it is a beautiful flower. So this thing, by which the flower is attached to the stem, this thing this thing by which the flower is attached to the stem is known as pedicel. Stalk of flower through which the flower is joined to the branch. Okay, this thing by which the flower is attached to the branch, stem, leaf, whatever this is, by which this flower is attached to the plant of the parts is known as pedicel. The part by which the flower is attached to the branch, or you can say joined to the branch, is known as pedicel. Okay, clear? And next is, this is pistils. These are the green leaf-like structures which protect the flower. These are the green leaf-like structures which protect the flower. Clear? Next part is stamens. Stamen, long, thin and needle-like. Look here. This is stamen, long, thin and needle-like structure. This is male organ. It is the male organ of the flower. And it consists two parts, anther and filament. It consists two parts. This is anther and this is filament. This part is known as filament and this part is known as anther, and complete is known as stamen. Clear? And complete is known as stamen. So first part is anther and the needle-like structure part is known as filament, and the round shape part is known as anther. So yes, here, look at here. Anther, swollen tip of each stamen. This is the swollen tip of each stamen that enclose it in a small powdery substance. It encloses a small powdery substance. This swollen tip encloses a powdery substance. It encloses a powdery substance known as pollen grains. They are helping reproduction. By pollen grains, we will do the reproduction of the plants. Okay, so anther will play the main important role in the reproduction of plants, because stamen part anther, and anther is the swollen tip of the stamen. It consists small powdery substance which called pollen grains. Okay, and this is the filament by which it is attached to the flower parts. Then look here, long stalk-like structure that join this anther to the thalamus. This is the thalamus. Below part of the flower is known as thalamus. So filament will join the flower anther to the thalamus. Clear? Up to stamen and pistil and pedicel, clear to all of you? Let's repeat. Yes, first part is stamen, long, thin needle-like structure consists of two parts. First is anther and second is filament. Okay, and it is the male organ. And the swollen tip of the filament, the swollen tip of the stamen, it consists some powdery substance known as pollen grains, and these pollen grains help in reproduction of the plants. And it consists in the anther part, and filament will join it is the long stalk structure that join the anther, to the thalamus. Okay, and pedicel is the stalk of the flower through which the flower is attached to the branch. Clear? Only 2 to 3 parts of flower are left. All are clear up to here? I think so, all are clear up to here. Stamen, long thin needle-like structure. Filament, or long stalk-like structure which join the anther to the thalamus, and stamen which consists two parts, anther and filaments. Pedicel by which the flower is attached to the branch, and anther consists pollen grains which are helpful in reproduction system. So come to the next part. And yes, the last part of the flowers are carpel. The last part of the flower is carpel. A flask-shaped organ in center. Female organ. It is a female organ. 3 parts there. A flask-shaped organ in the center. The flask shape. It is a flask-shaped organ in center of the flower. It is a flask-shaped organ in center of the flower. It is a female organ. And it consists 3 parts: style, stigma and ovary. Style, stigma and ovary. Style is not of which thing are we aware. It is a style. No, this is not the style. It is a part of the flower. Don't make that I am doing the style. It is the part of the flower. Style, stigma and ovary. Style, stigma and ovary. Okay. First thing is pistil. Innermost part of the flower is known as pistil. The innermost part of the flower is known as pistil. And then yes, come to the next part. Style. Long thin tube like structure like this. Long thin tube like structure which is swollen at the base. Which is swollen at the base. Okay. Which is swollen at the base is known as style. Is known as style of the flower. Long thin tube like structure which is swollen at the base is style. Stigma. Small round and sticky part of carpel. This small round and sticky, it is sticky part of carpel at top of this style, at top of this style and trap the pollen grains. Pollen grain will produce inside the anther. Pollen grain will produce inside the anther and they are trapped by stigma, and stigma is the is present at the top of this style in the round shape which trap the pollen grains from the anther, which trap the pollen grains from the anther. And the last part is ovary. Swollen part of carpel that contain ovals, is known as ovary. Like ovary in each and every flower is a reproductive organ, and anthers which contain the pollen grains, and stigma which trap the pollen grains. These three are the main important for the role of the reproduction of the flowers, or you can say reproduction of the plants, not flowers, reproduction of the plant. Sorry, tongue slipping. Pistil is the innermost part of the flower. Pistil is the innermost part of the flower. Style is long thin tube like structure which is swollen at the base, and stigma is small round sticky. Main important thing, it is sticky, that's why it will trap the pollen grains. Clear? If stigma is not sticky, that it will not trap pollen grains. Because to trap anything there will be something important, or you can say something attractive. So in the stigma, stickiness is the important thing to trap the pollen grains. Clear? Up to here, I think so all parts of the flower I have discussed. Yes, carpel, flax shape organ in center, female organ, 3 parts, style, stigma and ovary. There is a male organ also. Which is the male organ of the flower? Yes, which is the male organ of the flower? I explained. Answer in the comment section. Okay. Pistil is the innermost part, style, stigma and ovary. All parts of the flower, and I think so completed. All part of the flower completed. Parts of the plant also completed, and chapter is also completed. So yeah, yes, today our chapter is completed. Tomorrow we will discuss the exercise of this chapter. Please revise these things because they are so confusing. Style, stigma, ovary, carpel, petal, shuffle, all things are mixed match. So please revise it. Do your work day to day. Don't depend on the other day that I will done it yesterday or I will done it day after tomorrow. Don't do these things. Please revise this chapter with me, and it will never confusing you. Otherwise it is very confusing chapter because there are so many parts and all are like similar. They are similarities, similar properties like similarities in these parts. So please revise this chapter, and chapter is finished here. Tomorrow we will discuss the exercise. Okay, thank you.